Hey guys, well, teams have been picked to play in the NCAA Tournament, and I have made my picks for the tournament, and I want to share with you my picks. For the play-in round, I have picked Alabama State over Texas San Antonio, Clemson over UAB, Southern Cal over Virginia Commonwealth, and Arkansas Little Rock over North Carolina Asheville. Okay, for the East bracket, I have Ohio State over Alabama State, Villanova over George Mason, West Virginia over Clemson, Kentucky over Princeton, Xavier over Marquette, Syracuse over Indiana State, Washington over Georgia, and North Carolina over Long Island. And I have Ohio State over Villanova, Kentucky over West Virginia, Xavier over Syracuse, and North Carolina over Washington. Then I have Ohio State over Kentucky, and North Carolina over Xavier. And I have Ohio State beating North Carolina to make it into the Final Four. For the West bracket, I have Duke over Hampton, Michigan over Tennessee, Arizona over Memphis, Texas over Oakland, Cincinnati over Missouri, UCONN over Bucknell, Temple over Penn State, and San Diego State over Northern Colorado. Then I have Duke over Michigan, Texas over Arizona, UConn over Cincinnati, and San Diego State over Temple. Then I have Duke over Texas and San Diego State over UConn. Then I have Duke beating San Diego State to make it into the Final Four. For the Southwest bracket, I have Kansas over Boston U, UNLV over Illinois, Vanderbilt over Richmond, Louisville over Morehead State, Georgetown over Southern Cal, Purdue over St. Peter's, Texas A&M over Florida State, and Notre Dame over Akron. Then I have Kansas over UNLV, Vanderbilt over Louisville, Georgetown over Purdue, and Notre Dame over Texas A&M. Then I have Kansas over Vanderbilt and Notre Dame over Georgetown. Then I have Kansas beating Notre Dame to make it to the Final Four. For the Southeast bracket, my bad. For the Southeast bracket, I have Pittsburgh over Arkansas Little Rock, Butler over Old Dominion, Kansas State over Utah State, Wisconsin over Belmont, St. John's over Gonzaga, BYU over Wofford, UCLA over Michigan State, and Florida over California Santa Barbara. Then I have Pittsburgh beating Butler, K-State over Wisconsin, St. John's over BYU, and UCLA over Florida. Then I have Pittsburgh over Kansas State, that kind of hurts to say, and St. John's over UCLA, and then I have Pittsburgh over St. John's to make it to the Final Four. My Final Four, I have Duke over Ohio State to make it to the national title, and I have Pittsburgh beating Kansas to make it to the national title game. Then I have Duke beating Pittsburgh to win another national championship and to make it back-to-back national championships. So there are my picks for this year's NCAA tournament. So see you guys later.